Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. How was your week? How did you end your week? What were you able to release? What were you able to align with, to receive? I am Simone the Shepherdess, and I was taught that when you get, you give. When you learn, you teach. I'm here to preach, and y'all finna get this word. So on Saturdays, we chant. And the mantra that is associated with the throat chakra is HAM. So H-A-M. You hold on the A. And if you're able to, I also encourage us to hold our hands in the mudra position that is associated with the chakra that we're working on at the time, which is the throat chakra. The mudra for the throat chakra is your fingers interlocked or interlaced. The tips of your thumbs are touching. And your hands sit on your abdomen or your stomach area. What else? If you are new to chanting, the way that I like to chant, I am not professionally trained, even though I don't feel like you can be professionally trained when it comes to spirituality, because what is in you is in you. Like, however you connect to source, there is no wrong or right way. But the way I chant is I try, because sometimes I catch myself like when I feel like I'm speeding through it. But I try to chant on a deep breath. So it's like I'm going to breathe in through my nose, and then as I'm exhaling out through my mouth, I'm holding the mantra. So okay, before we begin, I am going to, every time I get on here, I say, girl, have your stuff together. Today, I'm going to be tapping in while using some cypress essential oil. And I guess I'll do aquamarine. Y'all, today we're doing 500. Let's go. What is the intention I want us to set today? As we are chanting, I want us to set the intention that the Most High is going to reveal to us whatever we should be doing next, however we should be journeying through this season, giving us whatever answer we are seeking. At this point in time, we're all carrying something. We are all overwhelmed about something, living in anxiety about something, depressed about something, debt, bills. You don't want to work your job no more. You're not happy with your spouse no more. Your kids not doing what you want them to do. You wish you could do this, but you're doing that. We're all carrying something. So as we are chanting, I want us to release the desperation for an answer, but align with faithfulness. That no sir, please come in the house. Y'all are not about to bring mud in the house. And y'all need to put on clothes. Y'all just got out the tub. Do not come in my house muddy. And I'm not joking.
How you not finna make a mess? What you about to play with? Mud. No, sir. Come in the house right now and find some clothes to put on.
Yeah. So release the desperation. We aren't desperate for an answer. We aren't anxious for this to be resolved. Instead, we are walking in faith that it is already done. That where we are currently is preparing us for where we are going to be. Yeah, so as you're chanting, just ask source. What's next? What's next? Show me how. What's next? Show me how.
No, I didn't say put on clothes to go outside. Because I don't want you going outside playing in mud. No, you're not. So what you going outside to play with? The wet toys that's full of mud too?
No, I just don't dig.
Dig in what? The wet clay, which is now mud. Y'all said, can y'all go outside today? And I said, yes, if it's sunny. It's not sunny outside. It's wet out there.
It's not. Stop raining. Yeah.
Come meditate with me.
Let's take 4 deep breaths to center ourselves, and then we're going to go straight into the chanting. We will also end with the 4 deep breaths again, just to bring us back to this present moment. Let's go.
My bad, y'all. I had to get them together. Before we begin, let me cleanse the energy with my chime bell. The 4 chimes that you hear will represent me cleansing the energy of the 4 elements of water, fire, air, and earth. Shame. Okay. I need to do my deep breaths over and then we can get straight into it, y'all. The lovely joys of being a mother. Don't you hate sharing water with your kids or your kids drinking out of their water? It's always backwash. Jesus. It's tight. Let us begin. I'm gonna turn the light off. All right. Yes. I thought you said you weren't gonna get dirty. Look at your pants already. Have you washed your hands since you've been back inside? Have you washed your hands since you've been back inside? Have you washed your hands? No, you haven't. Go wash your hands.
Don't eat dirt.
I see the dirt. Go get your blanket and take off those dirty clothes.
Mommy, I did this.
y'all doing? Why you bring that in the house? Gigi downstairs. Did you wash your hands since you've been in the house?
Yes.
Did you eat your grapes?
Yeah.
Cover your mouth. Brush your. Ate your fruit? Eat your fruit.
Yeah.
Then you're not hungry.
Yeah.
When you eat that, you can get something else. Did you eat the grapes? Do the other side. Yes, you can. Go use the potty and get from out of there.
body feeling? Where is your heart? Where is your mind? Now that we are finished with the chanting, the intention that we set, I want you to release an answer. So the next time I want you to think about it is when it's time to address it or resolve it. And when it is that time, don't question it. Don't question, who is this gonna affect? Don't question who might judge. Don't question anyone else's opinion, because the answer is within you. So release it, release thinking about it, release pondering on it. And when it is time to address it, you will have the answer. So today, I'm asking you to focus on something else, but anything other than what you are overwhelmed about, worried about, just meditated about. Release it to the universe and have faith that the Most High is coming through. That was so beautiful. Y'all, so the journal prompt for today is, what kind of judgments do I hold about myself that prevent me from expressing myself authentically? How do you judge yourself how do your judgments about yourself hinder you from expressing yourself authentically? So one for me, and I push through, is like being on here reading some of these different decks and the books and not knowing how to pronounce these words. Y'all, be surprising myself, because I was such an avid reader growing up that as you do become like an adult and you stop reading, you stop, growing up, well, I'm not sure if y'all did, but we used to have vocabulary tests every week, middle school, elementary school. So once you stop utilizing certain words or certain skill sets to help you develop in different areas, so if it's different for me, it's speaking and different words and pronunciation, then you lose that habit because your brain focuses on what you do daily. So again, the journal prompt for today is, what kind of judgments do I hold about myself that prevent me from expressing myself authentically? And that's just one example. What is your judgment? Because we have discussed that anytime we hold a judgment about ourselves, we automatically assume that that is what others outside of us are judging us on as well. So once you do the inner work and do the reflection and the resting, then you analyze, because you have to be aware first, and you become accountable for how you are speaking to yourself, feeling about yourself, and what you are emitting from yourself. Then you will know, hey, that's just a thought in my head. I'm thinking this. That doesn't mean this person is thinking this. And if that person is thinking that, then you know that is a projection of themselves. Right? All right. So I'm going to pull from a few decks today. The first deck I'm pulling from is my Love Oracle deck. No lie. I told y'all I'm dead ass about my heart being as light as a feather, and it is a work in progress. It is a lot of unlearning, relearning, unconditioning to form new habits. I literally, this is a why did I want to say rosemary? A rose quartz bracelet. I do not take this off. This has been on for like the past 2 weeks, trying to keep myself intentional about healing myself. Intentional about being unconditional, not only with myself, but with others. Spirit. So I want to know what Spirit wants us to get from this deck today. Spirit. Ready to hear. 222 on the clock.
Y'all seen how the cards fell out? Jumped up. So we got 3 cards. Wisdom. Getting air energy from this. Truth. And we got love. How befitting. And this is dead as my intention. So we'll go in alphabetical order. L comes first. Love. To encourage the act of loving oneself and others. To acknowledge the love others have for oneself. Reclined in a seashell and pouring red rose petals on themselves, a being channels Venus, the goddess of love. The abundance of petals creates an overflow for those who approach the shell. Greetings. What? I'm almost finished. What you need? Want some water? What's wrong? You know I can't understand it. Use the potty? Go pee and brush your teeth. When I finish, you about to get ready to go. When I finish, you about to get ready to go. It's a surprise.
I go.
You want to come?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love is an innate and infinite action. As an emotion, it begins from within your heart center, consumes the body, and then radiates outward. True love is consistent, unconditional, and affects everyone it touches. It's liberating. It's inclusive. Ultimately, it's uncomplicated. Considering these attributes, how can you show yourself and those around you more or deeper love? Is the love you're receiving satiating? If so, how can you express your gratitude to those who love you? If not, what's missing from the type of love you're currently being shown? Affirm. Love emanates from my very being and positively affects the world around me. How befitting, y'all. And this is literally what I am aligning with. Unconditional love. There are no conditions when it comes to loving someone, accepting someone, being vulnerable with someone. Because even if when your heart is pure and you're genuine and intentional about the love you're giving others, no matter how that person receives it or reacts or removes themselves from you, you know what your intentions were. So again, that is a projection of them. Maybe they can't receive love. Maybe they aren't aligned with love. They don't love themselves, and that's why they can't vibrate in love with you. And we also know that vice versa with yourself. There's no way that you can give love to anyone or anything outside of you if you are lacking love inside of you. I also want to say I'm gonna suggest that everybody pulls their birth chart. It's different apps out there. I use one. It's a couple. I think I have one it's like called Path. It's another one. It's Time something. Or you can just Google free birth chart or something, and you can type in like your date of birth, your date of birth, your time of birth, your location of birth, and look at all of your different planets to see what your sign is for that. Because a lot of people, when it comes to astrology, feel like, oh, I was born, so like I'm a Capricorn. Oh, I'm a Capricorn. And really, you can have planets that's in different placements, even though your sun or your moon may be your birth sign. But once you do a deep dive, you can see how they actually differ. I recently found out that, first of all, I got hella Capricorn in my chart, which blew my mind. Like, I literally have like 5 or 6 placements that's Capricorn. Yes. She coming too?
Yeah.
Okay. But for instance, Venus like they just said, is the planet that's associated with love. It's also associated with finances. I'm Sagittarius, so I'm a fire sign. I'm like, it makes sense the way how I am in regards to my persona. My birth chart is full of earth and fire, literally. I think I might have 1 or 2 air signs, but I don't think I have any water. But yeah, I think that's a cute little task for you to do today, just to see like what does astrology say about you and who you are and who you are meant to be. The next one is truth. Can you go in the bathroom, brush your teeth? And what is Quincy doing? Truth. To encourage acceptance of who we are. A being stands with the Phrygian cap.
Mommy, put the TV in. And put the power TV now.
Yes.
Yeah. And mommy, what about we butter?
Huh?
We butter.
Am I gonna leave him?
Yeah.
No.
Butter bottom.
Yes.
Butter. What is it, butter?
Go tell him to brush your teeth.
I put my toothbrush back.
Yes. Are you finished brushing your teeth?
Huh?
You finished brushing your teeth?
Yep.
Okay. A being stands with the Phrygian cap, which represents her recently found freedom. Her mask and black veil can is on the floor beneath her. Outnumbered by concealed figures in the back as they look on, some even reach out as they want to experience that feeling. Give thanks. Who are you when the mask is removed? What do you stand for when the conforming masses lurk in the shadows? How might it feel to shed the covering and allow it all to be revealed? Who you are is your truth, and it will set you free. Affirm, there is power and freedom in living in my truth. And that is what the throat chakra is all about, is one, being able to communicate truthfully and honestly and impeccably, but how you show up authentically. We spoke about that. Do you have a chameleon spirit over you? Every time you get in a different environment and around different people, you become just like them, or you put a mask on to blend in. And the divine is saying, I made you uniquely and divinely, and I made you to stand out. It is blessings in your differences. And then we got wisdom. Please stop. Wisdom. To encourage seeking out the wisdom of others. To acknowledge the experiences one has been through, alone or jointly, that have brought renewed wisdom. A being stands on a stone plinth of books amongst the clouds with a book in hand. Socrates said, I said Socrates. This is Socrates. Socrates said, wonder is the beginning of wisdom. The process of complex in its simplicity. Wonder, wander, process, repeat. I like that. Wonder, wander. So you got wonder with the O, and then wonder with the A. Process, repeat. Wonder, so like wondering about it, thinking about it. Wander, walking in it, living in it, processing through it, and then repeating. Wisdom comes with the repetition of the process and the realization that no matter how much knowledge you acquire, you'll never have all the answers. We should be a student of life. We spoke on this recently. We should never stop learning. We should never stop developing and trying to grow into a better us, a higher us, a more unconditional us. Affirm, I am grateful for the wisdom I have acquired over time. And the beautiful thing about wisdom is it takes those trials and those tribulations and those setbacks, or those things we feel like setbacks, those heartbreaks, those lessons. It takes all of that compiled together in order for us to gain the wisdom. If you didn't go through and grow through that, then you would not have obtained the lesson that you obtained. Yeah. So it takes journeying in order for you to even align with wisdom, in order for the wisdom to be acquired over time. Yes, we do come into this world with a sense of wiseness based off of our DNA and all of our ancestors that were here before us. Yes, that is embedded in our DNA. However, we are all on our own journey. So you end up going through experiences based off of what you need to learn, what you need to overcome. There are no mistakes in life. Every single thing that has transpired on your journey up until this point was to make you who you are today, was to add value to you for who you'll be tomorrow.
Mommy,
Sorry about the storm.
Mommy,
Brush your tongue and your gums. Spirit.
Mommy,
Clear. Ready to hear. What's the message? Tell me so. Tell me what. You brush your gums?
Yeah. And Mommy, I'll do this.
Let me see. Say cheese.
Do this.
Mm-hmm.
Ow, yeah.
We had 3 cards to come out of this deck. The first one was higher perception, passion. Please don't put that in the camera.
No.
Then we got Aku, transformation. Don't put your toothbrush on it. And then we got Sarki, stability. We've been getting, for the past couple of days, even from like the tarot deck, a lot of cards pertaining to like our stability and our foundation changing, us aligning with a lump sum of money. I pulled something else recently. I pulled something. Okay, let's see what higher perception's talking about. Higher perception. This is where you learn. Step over.
Like this?
Do not unplug the light. Step over.
Okay. Right here.
No. Step over.
Right here. Mommy, stop.
Okay, step over.
No.
This is where you learn that you do have angels and they are watching over you and they're compassionate with their compassionate eyes. Go the other way, please. I just tried to help you go this way. Go around that way. No, I just tried to help you come this way.
No, I want to do it that way.
Higher perception comes to you when it is time to hold a pure intention for someone else. You are great at doing this for yourself and have incorporated the lesson of the previous card. Unconditional love. We didn't even pull unconditional love, but the fact that this card came out mentioning unconditional love and we had the love card from the love oracle deck come through. You're being called to help someone else with their vision. When held and shared, intention can be multiplied by 3, which gives more momentum to the magnetism. Stop it. Remember though, not everyone will hold the intention for you, so be discerning when you're being called to share. The crystal that is recommended to work with is labradorite and affirm. I see time as a reflection and I see all life from the highest perspective. I see time as a reflection and I see all life from the highest perspective. Well, oh my God. What was the message yesterday? Change your perspective, you'll change your life. When you change... Excuse me. Go put that toothbrush up right now.
No.
Please don't tell mommy no.
I didn't want to come.
We didn't pull the unconditional love card, but since it mentioned it and it's right here, I'm going to read what it says. It says unconditional love. If this card has come up for you, it is time to find unconditional love. In this card, we see a heart with 33 petals. The outer petals blend inwards from green to pink, purple and white in the middle. Elements of gold and pink glisten out into every corner of the card. Small rolled up scrolls float around the heart to represent the soul contracts each person makes within their journey. The contracts exist between partners, friends, and most importantly, family. But these contracts are not bonds that last forever. In fact, they are the lessons that teach us to be our most authentic selves as we have integrated the lessons of the card of truth. Why the fuck did we pull the truth card? Oh my gosh, come through. The highest selves of everyone are truly patting each other on the back and showing each other unconditional love. It is recommended to work with the crystal ruby, and it says, affirm, unconditional love is my life force and flows through me, creating a passion for life. I love it. And what I also love is the fact that it says the contracts exist between partners, friends, and most importantly, family when it comes to those soul contracts. So when you have a soul tie, it isn't just to someone that is romantic, that you have been romantically involved with. You can have a soul tie to anyone that you have been sexually involved with, had a friendship over years with. It's someone that you've been vulnerable with, and that was part of your journey. No matter where you are now in regards to that relationship, whether y'all season has ended or if you are still journeying together, it was a part of your soul's journey to interact with that being in some type of capacity. It was a lesson in that relationship. I love that. Next we have our cool transformation. Aku rides in and clears away the old to make space for a new vibration to come in. Without Aku, the cycle will never be complete. Aku is death in the Yoruba tradition. Yoruba tradition. But death is not the end. The flag symbolizes creation and the light spirit body which continues endlessly as Aku rides through the veils of time-space. The Pegasus symbolizes the ability to fly to the ends of time and space, resulting in true freedom. It has mastered getting beyond the self and carries Aku at the time of humanity's greatest need, rebirth. Cannabis flowers and leaves sprinkle the ground as offerings, left by many spirits before who have accepted the change. If you accept Aku when she appears in a spread, you're fully free to release something and step into the new light. It's okay to mourn and grieve the things of the past, but you must create your future. When Aku arrives and says it is time to move on. If Aku shows up for you, it is time to consider, do I run programs of the past more than those of the future? Do I know how to embrace the unknown? The divine is saying it is time to transform. It is time to release that outdated version of yourself so you can align with the version of you that you are meant to be. Release all judgments. Release all criticisms. Release all lackness of self-love. Lackness of self-forgiveness. Once you go within and you align with all of that internally and personally, then you will be able to see that within others. Then we got Sarki, stability. Sarki. Stability is an obvious foundation of Sarki's throne. He sits with pride and confidence, knowing he has the support of Sora Unaya Uwa. He gives out inspiration to others, encouraging them to believe in themselves. Under his robe, you see a glimpse of silver armor, as he must always be prepared. He carries a staff made from the stalk of a hemp plant. He does not doubt himself and will deliver a stern warning if you fail to carry out your commitments, especially those made to yourself. Sarky appears to always be surprised when he asks you, who gave you permission to stop believing in yourself? The time is now. This is the sign. Sarky not only has the support of his physical allies, but also that of his ancestral guides, with whom he communes as he sits on the throne. It is time to take a pragmatic approach to your life in order to achieve success. There will always be limitations, but their limit has an endpoint. If Sarky and the throne show up for you, ask yourself, do I have issues with authority? It's time to speak up and use your voice to help someone like Sarky would. Place your tongue on the roof of your mouth and with your inner voice chant, victory, 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 in your head for 3 full minutes. Victory, victory, victory. Let's see what's gonna come out of this deck. So we had Mama Kumba Bang, speak up. Oh my God. Get out of here, Divine. Please keep on using me. Please keep on coming through me. We got to speak up. Throat chakra. But it's so aligned and divine because we got Sarky that came out and it says it is time to speak up. And the fact that the only card that came out of the next deck is speak up. Come through. Come through. It's somebody out there biting their tongue and divine and saying, no, I gave you a tongue to speak impeccably. Voice your opinion. Voice your knowledge, your intellect. Mama Kumba Bang, goddess of speaking up. Her element is water, so you can be a water sign. Come through. Mame Kuumba Bang protects the mouth of the Senegal River. When making an offering to her, you must not speak to anyone else, coming or going. Sing for her, chant for her, call to her. Give Goddess Kuumba your voice and she'll be happy. Guidance, speak up, speak out, speak on it. You have a right to be heard. Embodiment, you are betraying yourself by not speaking up. Your words have power. Own your voice. As the old saying goes, stand up for something or fall for anything. Being neutral is not an option. When you stand firmly in your truth, you have thoughts, opinions, beliefs, and convictions. What do you stand for? Tell someone today. Affirm. I reclaim my voice. I speak out and I speak up. Come through it. I can't even elaborate on that because it was said the way it needed to be said. So you either going to take it or you're going to leave it. But it's time to speak up. Jesus. Okay, and what is the closing message for today? That just blew my mind. Come through. Come through. Spirit, spirit. Near. Unclear. Here. What's the message? God needs to know. Tell me. Tell me so. Tell me what you need to know. I love it. So the first one that came out was Adventure Awaits. Break up your routine and live a little, sweetheart. It's time for some adventure. Plan a vacation, take a spontaneous drive. A change of pace and scenery will do you good. Plus, you never know whom you'll meet or what you'll experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or a new partner. A spectacular meal at a charming local joint. The vista of a lifetime. Adventure awaits. So do something spontaneous today. All of us might not have, the means right now to get up and just go and do something in regards to like spending a lot of money or taking a trip. But if you have a car and some gas, ride a couple of hours somewhere and just eat lunch, or go out in nature. Go to the park if it's not raining, or even if it is raining. When the last time you went outside and enjoyed the rain? Because the rain benefits us. The rain is very beneficial. So go out there and connect with the rain. I told y'all, sometimes after it rains, I like to go outside and place my feet in the wet grass, because I feel like that's another type of grounding compared to grounding in the dry grass. Because just how the earth holds different vibrations and history, I feel the same about the rain. The rain is older than you and I. It's older than your mama and daddy, your grandma. The rain has been here forever. Then we got invite your fears to tea. Fears aren't facts. Often they're just scary thoughts or feelings. Instead of judging your fears, invite them to tea. Offer them a cookie and have a chat. Listen to what they have to say. When we're courageous enough to be with what scares us, we receive powerful wisdom. We pulled the wisdom card. We pulled the wisdom card. Sometimes I'll be questioning, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Is the divine really speaking to me? And then I get on here, and y'all know I let these cards jump out. I'm not a puller. I'm not a flipper. I'm not a shuffle and let's get the first one on top. Or no, I'd like to do I call it the tarot shuffle. And I let them jump out. Y'all. Invite your fears to tea. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Get out of your head. That fear is not even something that's tangible. You're overwhelmed and you are depressed and full of anxiety for something that hasn't even came to fruition. Something that's a thought that's in your head that you thought up. Unthink it. Release it. Don't believe it. You know what I started doing recently? When I am fearful of something or don't feel like doing something, that's when I go the hardest. That's when I'm like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. When I feel like someone's going to judge me because I'm judging myself, then I have to do it. Just to overcome that sense of insecurity, that sense of fear. Then we got offer your love. Offer your love. I got on here talking about how I'm aligning with unconditional love, and we ending it with offer your love. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from loving kindness? The gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for a visit, or order a bouquet of posies. Let this person know that you're thinking of him or her. When we offer our love generously, that caring energy comes back to us tenfold while also lifting us up in the process. Reach out and offer your love today. It's some of us that have people that we can actually reach out to now, call them on the phone, like they said, send an email directly to a person and like, hey, I just love you, sending you love today. And it's some people that we have ended a season with. However, you're not malicious. You're not sending them any hatred. So today, send them love energetically, vibrationally. If they come across your mind, I'm sending you love, light, and healing. I love you unconditionally. I loved you during our season, and I still have love for you today. Now, that doesn't mean that y'all have to parlay, but you can still send them love. I hope this message added value, y'all. I am Simone, the Shepherdess, and I was taught that when you get, you give. When you learn, you teach. I'm here to preach, and y'all finna get this word. Have a spiritual Saturday. Be in awe of everything around you. God loves you, so you should love yourself. And in return, you loving everything else outside of you. And I'll see you Monday.